Hey people, it is Ice Hazelnut and
Grape Adler,
and we are Background Noise Convos podcast.
Wow.
So we're back with what are we doing today? Oh, so this is what happened.
Oh god, here we go.
So if you listen to the soundtracks, excuse me, podcast, I thought I had them all. I actually those are soundtracks I have in my, what do you call that, in my either albums or cassettes.
Yeah.
Or CDs.
Mm-hmm.
The majority are CDs. I don't have a lot vinyl, but there's some. Anyways, I was going through that list, and I was scrolling through them so quickly that for that podcast, I had 18, right? 18 listed. I actually have 39.
Good lord.
Because I hadn't. I was going in and putting the genre in each of the listings I had in my database for the music. And I hadn't finished that. But then I finished it, and you could see soundtracks, it said 39. And I'm like, oh, I only had 18 I talked about. It's because I was scrolling so fast. So anyways, that's about half. So we're going to talk part two, more soundtracks, and also
covers.
More covers I thought of. And there's thousands of covers.
Oh, there's thousands of covers.
If not million or so, millions. So do you want to start or do you want me to start?
What are you starting with? Covers?
We were doing like 5 at a time last time. We were taking turns.
Yeah,
No soundtracks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you have covers?
I don't have covers, really. I don't have any. I have a couple in my head.
You have soundtracks then?
I have soundtracks now.
Oh, okay.
So.
Alright, then I'll do covers and then we can continue with soundtracks. Yeah. Okay, so for covers, what I thought of. Oh, and also, I don't know why, but yesterday, I was like, oh, you know what? I have my, what do you call those, iPods? But the music ones.
Right.
They're not phones.
Yeah, they're iPods.
I have 2 different ones. I have like the classic, I forget, 32 gigs, I believe it is. And that was a lot for that time for, it's like, what, 20 years old maybe? And I'm like, I wonder if it still works. And I plugged it in like 2 years ago and it worked then.
Right.
And then I have another, the Nano, the long one.
Yeah.
And I've plugged in, I do that one, I plug in every few years. That one's still working too.
Right.
But the classic, it's still working, but the last time I turned it on, it was fine. It was completely fine. Yeah. It's just you have to, the battery goes out quickly, whatever. Excuse me, but it still works. There's just a line through it. But I was just like scrolling through my music there too. I didn't count anything there because some of those, I bought them digitally, and I'm like, I could have sworn I had this one, like, extra golden. I don't think I ever mentioned it. That's because I ordered it digitally. I love that. They're one of my favorite groups too. And anywho, FYI.
I have an iPod Nano. Yeah. Mine's put away because my battery, because I use it a lot more than you did.
Yeah.
So I had a pink.
Use it when you work out. She uses it when she works out almost every day.
Second generation. So it had it was long like yours, but it had a small
And you were using it up to when? Last year or this year?
No. I was using it up to about 3 years ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then finally it won't even start anymore, so the battery's totally shot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anywho. And so you use your phone now?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you listen to music through?
I do YouTube music.
Oh,
because
YouTube music.
The ads aren't too obnoxious, and usually I can skip through them. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Spotify kind of drives me nuts.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's ad free, which I'm not gonna pay for. So.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Okay, so more covers that I thought of were last time you were mentioning when we started talking, the top 25. Most covered,
or what I thought was
songs.
So
yeah,
it's been updated apparently.
And you had mentioned a Michael Jackson. I forgot which one. Billie Jean, you said. So I forgot. I was gonna look it up, see who's covered it, but I didn't. But I did remember, like, oh, when you said that, you're like, you said, because when I was editing, you said, oh, I don't remember anyone covering Michael Jackson or any other. But then I'm like, oh yeah, Alien Ant Farm. They did Smooth Criminal. That was in 2001.
Jesus.
And Michael released his Smooth Criminal was on the Bad album, and the single was released in 88.
Oh,
So
88.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's close.
yeah. So another one is no doubt it's my life, which it's okay. I do like the Talk version probably a little more, and theirs is okay.
Yeah.
I just love No Doubt with their ska. I just love their
They're
ska.
gonna be the headliner Coachella.
Oh,
Anyway,
oh
go
yeah,
on.
that's right. Oh, I don't have a date on when they released theirs, No Doubt, but
That-
Talk released it in 1984.
That was probably 2000.
6? No.
No. I'm trying to think. Tragic Kingdom came out in 95?
Mm-hmm.
And that came out in the second one, I think.
So.
The second album. So
Oh,
Return to
95.
Saturn, 98.
Oh dang!
Was,
Even
the
that.
second album was that
Damn.
Return to Saturn, I think.
It just kills me like how
Yeah.
old some of these songs are. It's like,
Only because I
damn.
was in high school. That's why I remember
Yeah.
a lot of middle school, high school
Yeah.
with those albums. So
Yeah. Okay. Big Mountain. I saw them live one time. I went
I
to
remember that. Yeah.
Reggae Sunsplash.
Uh-huh.
Big Mountain. Baby, I Love Your Way, and that, it was a hit then. So it was way back when 1994. That was
There's
on the
Reality Bites.
Yes. Soundtrack too.
Yeah, I said that.
So
Yeah.
Peter Frampton originally did it in 1975, and we saw him on a show recently.
Oh yeah.
So the Heptones covered Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? And they've been around a while, so I thought that was an original of theirs, reggae band. But no, they covered Culture Club. Culture Club did it in 82, and the Heptones...
Well, that's how I know it is. Culture
Yeah.
Club. That's how I was like,
The
oh.
Heptones, I had 2 dates, 86 and 87, so... one of
Oh,
those
it's pretty
was like-
close.
yeah.
Pretty close.
So another thing is... I'll do this other thing, because... Big Yellow Taxi, Counting Crows, did their version in 2002, which was an original for Joni Mitchell in 1970. And Counting Crows, you can find...
Featuring Vanessa Carlton.
Yeah, you can find that on their Hard Candy album. Benny and the Jets, do you remember that? With Biz Markie, rest in peace.
Yes.
1999, can you believe that?
Wow.
That was on their anthology Sounds of Silence of the Beastie Boys. And Elton John, it was an Elton John tune from 1973.
Oh, wow. I was like 72, but I was
close. If you've never heard this, and I'll do for all these, I'll do what I did before. I'll do a playlist, so and attach the link to it on the description on either platform. We usually do this on Spotify and YouTube's. So yeah, Imagine Keb Mo. Oh, it's so good.
I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah, it's so good. 2004, and that is from John Lennon, 1971.
Wow.
I know, right? Okay,
Wait, can I interject? Because I have one soundtrack album that actually is a cover. I totally forgot about it. Which is Live and Let Die by Guns N' Roses. Which I think is, 86, 87?
Yeah, I think so.
And then by Paul McCartney for the James Bond soundtrack. 70, hold on, I wrote it down. 73. 1973.
Wow.
I like both versions equally.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I
Guns
like
N'
both.
Roses is pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a solid cover. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. Sorry, I was
No,
going to
it's
tell you that
okay.
because I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's with John Lennon and
Yeah, it reminded
Paul
me. I'm like,
McCartney.
oh,
Yeah. The Boy from New York City. That was done by the Ad-Libs. Oh, I didn't put a date for the Ad-Libs. I thought oh yeah, I did. 1964, written by George Davis and John T. Taylor at that time. Covered by Manhattan Transfer in 1981. And I believe the Divine Miss M has sung it too.
I think so. That sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah.
So.
Bette Midler.
Bette Midler, yes.
For those that don't know. Frente did a Bizarre Love Triangle. I didn't put a date on that one either. What the heck? What was I doing?
I think that was 95, because I had that on my thing too.
Okay.
Well, I have it in my
It was a
list,
New
so.
Order tune from 1986. And I didn't get the date on this one too. For Chris Isaac did I Want You to Want Me. And that was done originally by Cheap Trick off of their In Color, their second album In Color in 1977. That was written by Rick Nielsen from the band Cheap Trick. So yeah, he was a songwriter on that.
Chris Isaac has a good cover of Only the Lonely, Roy Orbison.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember what
he
it is.
does.
Yeah.
He does.
I can't remember what years they are.
See,
but-
there's so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many.
It's a good Only the Lonely. Yeah.
Oh, so if you want to start with soundtracks,
I will start with soundtrack, but I was gonna say with Linda Ronstadt, I found she did a version of Tumbling Dice by the Rolling Stones.
oh
That
yeah,
was a
I
good
think I
one.
remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I I thought she did something else on. I have my thing here.
Oh yeah, she's done. She did another one I mentioned prior in our first cover songs pod.
Your pods.
The podcast.
Isn't it Tears Dry on Their Own by Amy Winehouse? Isn't that
Yes.
Marvin Gaye and Tammy?
Could be.
I forgot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah, she did quite a few covers.
She did a couple covers. And
yeah.
Valerie,
if we do
too,
another one, if we think of other ones, we'll. I'm sure there are many more. We just have to.
Valerie is too, isn't it? Isn't
I have
that
no
a cover?
idea.
I thought
that
it was a
I
cover.
don't know.
I
only heard it. I remember Valerie from the Monkees, but that's not the same tune.
It's not the same tune.
Yeah,
no.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Because that was Mark Ronson featuring. Because he did his thing and then be featuring. It was her who sang it for him.
Okay.
Heroes by Peter Gabriel. That was from. They put that in the.
Bowie.
Oh
wow.
They put that in the Stranger Things soundtrack while they're going at the end. It's very kind of haunting actually, but it's a good song.
Yeah.
Where was the other one? Emmeline Dice. Oh, maybe that was it then. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
From Linda Ronstadt? Oh, I'm sure she has.
Track of My Tears. So.
Oh, yeah.
Tracks of My Tears, yeah.
Is that Smokey?
Mm-hmm.
Smokey Robinson,
yeah. And then, another one that you used to love, Rod Stewart. He did a whole couple of albums of covers.
Yeah, he did some. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's been albums. That have been covers.
We can start with soundtracks if you like.
And I have them too, and I just didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I just saw his name. Rod Stewart. I forgot. He did
I'll have to look through my. Yeah, we'll do another one probably. I'll go through my database again. And then...
I have a question for you. So let's start with the soundtracks.
Yeah.
The Harder They Come, 1972. Do you know what that is?
Bob Marley?
Nope.
Oh, what?
This is 1972, a crime film that introduced reggae 5 years before Bob Marley's Legend or something like that. Mm-hmm. Starring Jimmy Cliff. Mm-hmm. And he's just like...
I have that movie.
Do you have that? I've never heard of that. But yeah, they were talking about that's like one of the top...
I'm pretty sure I have that DVD.
One of the top soundtracks is you can get it if you want it. Many Rivers Across.
Yes. Oh my God. Many Rivers. It's one of my favorite songs ever.
Toots and the Maytals. Yeah. Desmond Decker.
Yes.
Are all in it. Yeah. So I was just like, I put that down because I found it and I'm like, oh, I've never heard that. One might say
I'm a bit of a reggae aficionado.
Drop my pen.
Oh, she dropped her pen. Hold on.
But yeah, so I saw that as one of the, because I was just looking up soundtracks and I'm like, I don't know what else. Because... See, the thing that sucks about digital is that I don't have a collection to look at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like your Apple.
Yeah. So. Well, no, I can look through it, but I'm just like, I need, like, I mean, we have, like, albums, and you're looking, like, I can look at my DVDs, I'm like, oh, I remember that movie, and stuff like that.
But when you don't have it physically.
I don't have it physically. Yeah. And I do have it somewhere, but it's in a binder. Yeah. So I don't know what I think it's in my bed somewhere.
That's like NFT stuff. You lose it. It's like... Yeah. The thing shuts down, or you don't have your you don't have the nano or whatever to listen to it on either. It's like because it died and they don't replace the batteries anymore. As far as I know, I don't know if they do or not.
I don't think they do.
So but anywho,
so it was just I thought that was interesting. I'm like, oh, it's an actual film.
Gotcha.
So it's a crime film. I got Romeo and Juliet. I forgot. I just love that soundtrack. 1996 from Baz Luhrmann.
Oh, okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Claire Danes. Love Fool, The Cardigans. Kissing You, Desiree. Number one crush, Garbage. I'm laughing because it's Young Hearts Run Free by Kim Mazel. The reason I'm laughing is because it's a young Harold Perrineau in drag singing that song from Lost. I'm like, hey, that's right. Totally. I'm like, I knew he looked familiar, and I couldn't figure out why he looked familiar to me when I saw him on Lost.
Gotcha.
And then my last things of the soundtracks are more instrumental. They're not more. They are instrumental. So I got John Williams. Okay. Who we saw a concert of at the Mortimer Arboretum, 5-6 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. And it was someone who worked under him, right? Who did the conducting. But it was a song of John Williams. Yeah. So we got Star Wars original prequels. You got Duel of the Fates, the main title. Yoda and the Force. That is the part where Yoda is lifting the X-Wing out of the lake.
Oh, right.
The Cantina Band, of course. The Imperial March. Let's see. We're still going with John Williams. Jurassic Park theme. Yes. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders March. And then he's had a ton. E.T., all that kind of stuff. We got, there's one Hans Zimmer's that I really like is... Batman v Superman, and is She With You? when Wonder Woman comes as Wonder Woman finally.
Right.
Diana Prince, and I thought that was cool. That's a good one I like to listen to.
Right.
And again, these are all things I listen to on a daily basis. It's not like I'm just, I appreciate like classical too. We missed classical when we did the music. We have to do a classical.
When we did our first one, our favorite
instrumental,
what we love in music. Yeah, I totally forgot Mozart. I just love Mozart. But don't ask me what movement names are. I just put it on, listen to it, and I get lost. And when I was working at actually my last two places, they're big companies. I was an admin, and I was able to, if I was doing my work, because it's all like computer work, I'd throw in my headphones and if I played it softly and there was like not that many people around, it was fine too. But if I really needed to concentrate, I would put on Mozart or some other classical too. Yeah, Tchaikovsky, Beethoven,
Chopin.
Yeah, Chopin. Yeah.
And then my last one is the Avengers. I do listen to that a lot. Alan Silvestri. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay, so we got main titles from Endgame. We got Portals, which is when, after. Just spoiler alert, but I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it by this point. Captain America, after he kind of kicks Thanos' ass and they all come back after the snap. Yeah.
I just watched it, a couple weeks ago?
I think so, yeah. Did, yeah. 5 seconds it's when he goes to his mission, Captain America at the end. That's a good part. And then Forge from Infinity War is where they go to, what is that, the dwarf?
Eitri, yeah.
And he, that's
Nowhere. They went to Nowhere.
No.
Is it Nowhere?
Nowhere. No, it wasn't Nowhere.
It wasn't. I forgot what the name was of the place.
The Guardians went to Nowhere.
Oh, that's
right.
They
went the other way to go and see if they could get he needed a weapon.
Yeah.
So, what is it? Oh, it starts with when they start to do he had to hold the shard. Yeah, that's what it was. And then at the end of that track, that's when he comes in at in Wakanda.
Oh, that was awesome.
I was like, that's
awesome.
That,
I love that.
Anyway, go on. So that's my soundtracks.
The soundtracks you had. Yes. Okay, so I'm starting with one called. This is a vinyl, Roadie from 1980. I'm assuming it's about roadies. I just saw the vinyl one day at the thrift store, and I'm like, I'll just get it because I know a lot of these.
What's it got on it?
A lot of these stars or whatever performers and
musicians.
Yeah. So the top 3 that stuck out to me are Pat Benatar, You Better Run.
Okay.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Eddie Rabbitt, Driving My Life Away. Oh my God, when that first came out.
Oh, okay.
I love that song so much. And Blondie has a cover. This is delves into Ring of Fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to listen to that.
Yeah. Then we have Cool Runnings. That's a CD I have.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, also, Roadie has 16 cuts on it. So, Cool Runnings soundtrack. Forgot about that soundtrack. And that's about what? The
Jamaican bobsled team?
Yes. That was a Disney one, right?
That is a Disney movie, yeah.
11 cuts on the soundtrack from 1993. Wailing Souls do Wild Wild Life.
Nice.
Another cover. And that's what? Talking Heads?
Talking Heads, yep.
Jimmy Cliff, I Can See Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And Supercat, Dolly My Baby. I love that reggae song. I've heard it. And had it. Digitally.
That's probably, I know it was at one point on, because they take things on and off Disney Plus. So it might still be
Cool
there.
Runnings?
They have a pretty good one.
I saw it, but I don't remember it too much. But it's been a while.
Plus, so,
From 1993, is it?
Yeah.
Pret-a-Porter from 1994, which means ready to wear in French. Right, so that was about the fashion industry. Yeah. 14 cuts on that soundtrack. Was it like a
mockumentary? Like it wasn't real. They just kind of took things from it, or was it a real?
No, it had stars in it. Remember, it had. Oh, I can't remember.
Right, but didn't it like have a story? Like it was based, like put in that world, but it wasn't like a documentary, right? It
wasn't documentary. I think
it was a film.
Yeah, it was a film.
Set in that world. Okay.
Right. In the
I can never remember. I'm like, is it? Oh my god, I don't think it's a documentary. Go on. 1994.
Ini Kamoze, of course, the big hit was Here Comes a Hot Stepper.
Yeah.
Here Comes a Hot Step. Supercat, My Girl Josephine. And she laughs because there's a reason. Maybe one day we'll tell you.
Right.
Brand New Heavies, Close to You. And U2, Lemon.
I forgot about Brand New Heavies.
Oh, yeah, Brand New Heavies, yeah. Now That's What I Call Shrek from 2007. She almost spit her water out. That's the name of the soundtrack for that movie. 9 cuts on it. We got Smash Mouth All-Star.
Of course.
Antonio Banderas singing These Boots Are Made for Walking, who was originally done by, that's another cover, Nancy Sinatra.
Nancy Sinatra, that's right.
And let's see.
Well, All-Star, no.
And Lips Inc., one of my nephew's favorite, Funky Town.
Funky Town, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did Smash Mouth also do the cover for Shrek of, what is it? Unbeliever from the Monkees?
Oh, yeah, they did. That's right.
I forgot. All-Star's their song, yes. But they did a cover.
Next one is, I did have the CD, and I think you talked about it, right? Reality Bites?
Yes.
I did have it.
Yes.
See, I just overlooked it last time. Yeah. 14 cuts. I don't know if you had the same tunes, but
Go ahead.
1994, I have the CD. That's the CD. The Knack, My Sharona.
Yes.
Juliana Hatfield 3, Spin the Bottle.
Yes.
Lisa Loeb, 9 Stories Stay.
Yeah.
U2, All I Want Is You.
Yep.
Squeeze, Tempted.
I don't think I put that one
Big
on
Mountain Baby, All Everywhere.
Yeah, that's the one I had.
You just didn't have Squeeze in
I didn't have Squeeze, yeah.
I love that song, Tempted. Tempted by the,
Yeah, I know
how it goes.
I know it.
And then I have this CD, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Once More with Feeling, 2002. 23 cuts on that. So I've got a theory, bunnies, and that's done. And If We're Together, those are done by Xander, Anya, Tara, and Buffy. I'll Never Tell, Anya and Xander. That was a good one.
Yeah.
And Where Do We Go From Here? The cast.
Yeah.
So.
There was a demon in that, right? That
He
put them all.
passed?
He passed away.
Yeah,
He
I saw
passed
that.
away. He was a Broadway star.
Yeah.
I knew he was a Broadway star, but I never knew what he looked like.
His name is on the tip of my tongue. Something Battle. Yeah, rest in peace. He did a great job.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
As he
was long on
devil,
Broadway.
right?
Yeah,
He was a demon.
He was a demon on there that
demon.
made them
In that
sing.
episode. Yeah,
sing basically.
Yeah. Charlie's Angels 2000. I don't know if you said that last time. I can't remember.
I didn't.
15 cuts on that. Tavares, Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel. Spandau Ballet, True. Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back. Heart, Barracuda. Looking Glass, Brandy. Love that song too. I love all these songs. And Delight, Grooves in the Heart.
Do you like Independent Woman by Destiny's Child?
No.
Wow.
Not a fan.
Damn.
I'm just saying that I'm speaking my truth, okay?
Wow.
Hey, if you like it and it
No,
makes
I'm
you
just saying.
happy, go for it.
I just want to irritate you.
Rob's Going to Japan Party Mix, 2008. That's the Cloverfield.
Okay, yeah, that's what
soundtrack.
you're telling me, and I'm like, well, I don't understand. Oh, okay.
It's got 9 cuts, and the 2 that really stood out to me, and the other ones are like, I think indie bands.
Okay.
The Vapors, Turning Japanese.
Okay.
And Parliament, Give Up the Funk.
Okay.
Yeah. X-Files, Songs in the Key of X.
X-Files. Okay, you're going to have to read this one, because I don't remember this.
So it's obviously a
Aliens?
show soundtrack, 1996. It's got 15 cuts on it. Mark Snow, the X-Files theme. Foo Fighters, Down in the Park.
Okay.
And Screaming Jay Hawkins' Frenzy stood out to me on that. One Fine Day, 1996. That was with
Michelle
George
Pfeiffer
Clooney.
and okay.
Yeah. 14 cuts on it. Natalie Merchant, One Fine Day, which was originally done by the Chiffons.
Okay.
It's another cover.
Another cover, yes.
The Ad-Libs, The Boy from New York City, is on that too. The Shirelles, Mama Said.
Okay.
And Van Morrison, Have I Told You Lately.
Oh, okay. Which is covered by Rod Stewart.
Very
famously.
That's true.
Very
That's
famously.
true. Yep. Yeah, and he does a great job on that.
Yeah.
And okay, let's see what else. The Emperor's New Groove, 2000.
That's such an underrated movie.
Yes. 12 cuts. So Tom Jones, Perfect World. Sting, My Funny Friend and Me. Eartha Kitt, Snuff Out the Light. It's Yzma's song. Yeah. Next is another, because I started collecting Disney soundtracks. So these are.
I know, I didn't even touch
few of
Disney.
the
There's
ones,
a lot that I could talk about Disney.
Beauty and the Beast, 1991. 15. Be Our Guest, of course. Right. That was the main one. Yeah. And the rest, I didn't write a lot because a lot of them are just musical pieces. Just, there's no singing in them, some of them. But 24, I have The Jungle Book from 2016, which, if you haven't seen that movie, I prefer this one than the cartoon was okay, But I really, something about it, I really loved. And John Favreau.
That's when they started to cheap out on the animation back in the 60s, and the end of after Disney died, so.
The animation was okay. I just couldn't, I guess I couldn't get into the story and that. Yeah. But this live version, it really
they really could have did more.
And the way they did it, too.
Well, it didn't help that Sleeping Beauty, like, bankrupt them, and they spent like $1 million. I mean, it's a beautiful movie, but
yeah, I didn't see it. I don't think I saw that. Who did that? Who was in that?
Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah.
No, I meant the cartoon.
Oh, I thought you meant the live action.
No, I meant the cartoon. Okay. I'm not talking about the live action.
So, yeah, John Favreau directed, right? The 2016 Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Dr. John, The Bare Necessities. He did that.
Nice.
Christopher Walken, I Want to Be Like You.
Oh, boy.
Scarlett Johansson, Trust in Me. So.
Christopher Walken. What did I see? Sophia and Tyler, they went to all the different hotels on the Vegas Strip, on the main Vegas Strip, and they stayed in each, well, not each, but it's whatever. So it was, I can't remember what it was. It was one of the hotels, and they're like, what is this? And it was like kind of blurry images of Christopher Walken, but you could see him, but you couldn't. Like, was there art? I can't remember what the hotel was, or the casino, but that was reminding me of that.
That's weird.
Let us not forget Little Mermaid.
Oh, yeah.
Part of Your World, Under the Sea. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Classics.
Where did it leave off? Jungle Book?
Jungle Book, yes.
Fantasia, 1990.
Oh, that's really good.
Leopold Stokowski and the Philadelphia Orchestra. Mm-hmm. They did that. Nutcracker Suite, Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and The Rite of Spring.
I was saying, I love The Rite of Spring. Yeah. It's so dark.
Yeah.
You know me with my dark.
And then Fantasia, 2000. Mm-hmm. That's from 1999, actually, that came out. Mm-hmm. The Chicago Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They did Chicago number 5, I wrote.
Okay. Concerto number 5, and Symphony number 5. Yeah. It's probably something like that, yeah.
And then the Philharmonia Orchestra did Rhapsody in Blue, and the CSO did Pomp and Circumstance. Yeah. So
that was good too. I love that second. I love that second one too. Yeah. But I like classical music. We like classical music. So.
You know what I didn't put on here that I know I had? I could have sworn I had the CD. Unless I missed it when I was keying it in. The Blues Brothers 2000. Oh, did I say that?
I don't think you did.
Oh shit, that is really good.
Sorry, excuse me.
I don't think I have the original Blues Brothers in any form, but unless I had it in, again, digital.
You might have had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Blues 2000.
The Blues Brothers 2000.
Didn't do great in the movie, but the soundtrack was solid.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
The when I went to see it, it was like me and like, it was a man and woman and their little like 7-year-old boy, and then maybe another person or another couple. That was it. But I wanted to see it, and oh my god, the music was so good. The little kid was up dancing in the in the aisle like most of the time.
Really good. That little kid, I wonder how old he is now. The one that was in there.
Right. No, but I mean the child that was.
No, I know. Yeah. But the kid in that movie did a really good job. And Joe Morton.
Joe Morton was great in that.
Because it was Aykroyd. So who played the other Blue Brother? Because there was 4 of them.
Was it Jim Belushi?
Maybe it was Jim Belushi.
I think Jim.
Yeah, Jim played... Joe Morton, and then that little...
Yeah. And he was his brother. Kid. He was his
real brother. Yes.
I mean, no, but he played his brother.
Yeah.
Too. In the movie. The last one I have is from 1991. Eddie and the Cruisers, the unreleased tapes is what I have.
On the dark side.
John Cafferty and the and the Beaver Brown Man on the dark side. Yeah, 13 cuts on that. Yeah. That's like, wow.
That was a good one. I remember you guys playing that. That was a good one.
Yeah. Yep, so I think that's it on mine. Oh. Unless you want more.
No, it's quite alright.
You're like, it's quite alright. It's quite alright. So, yeah. Anything else that sticks out to you?
I'm trying to think here. What about the Pokemon soundtracks?
Oh my gosh.
Gotta catch them all.
Actually, I found that for my nephew.
Yeah,
he's
the
got
Pokemon
it.
movie, what, 2000?
Yeah, something like
the original.
That. Yeah.
A lot of pop stars. I know Britney Spears and NSYNC are on it. And then, what's another good one?
Oh, I skipped one.
Oh, what did you do? Remember? I was like, there's no way. There's a lot of writing on this.
I skipped one that I told you. Oh, you know what I skipped? On the covers. Remember I told you I'll come back to that and then I forgot about it? So it's Schoolhouse Rock. Rock's 1996. Blind Melon did Three is a Magic Number.
Wow.
Better Than Ezra, Conjunction Junction.
Right.
And Goodness, a band called Goodness, did Electricity. So,
I got the tail end of that.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else? Speaking of kids, I like. I liked Follow That Bird. Do you remember that? That was a good. That was a good movie. That's a sad movie too, but it's good at the end.
I loved
Yeah.
that movie.
And the soundtrack because there's singing in that.
With Big Bird
Big Bird.
in the lead.
Yeah, Big Bird in the lead.
All right, well,
Yes.
I think that's it for this time, right?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, well, until next time. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.